Hey, how the hell are you? This is Ron from Barrel Age Flicks. It would really do us a great favor if you hit that subscribe button at the bottom and also press like on our video. Thank you, guys. All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to Barrel Age Flicks presents the hot take, as we have all seen the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine. And just letting you all know, this is spoilers, so don't watch this. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't watch this.
No, watch it.
Well,
Go yourself if you didn't see it yet.
Yeah.
Thank you for saying that. Appreciate it. We're gotta edit that out. Damn it.
Why?
Anyway,
You just did it again.
I didn't say it.
You did.
God damn, it's fine. It's the F word.
no.
You just
fuck
did it
it.
right before that.
Did I say it?
Yes.
You said, God damn, we got to edit this again.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You're blaming me for your shit.
So
Anyways.
far, Goot, Sammy, and I are the professionals. All right, so
That's saying a lot.
Well, anyways, we are doing the review of Deadpool and Wolverine, which we all saw in the theater. What is so funny?
He's
masturbating.
masturbating.
That was a funny joke. That was a funny joke in the movie.
He was ready.
So I guess we're just going to go with it. Like, you know, we're just going to fly with it. What did you all think of this movie?
Loved it.
Beautiful.
It's life-changing. I mean, it was so well done. About time.
Yes. And I'm sure everybody, most comic book fans were happy to finally see him in his yellow and blue suit. Although a lot of people say that the tan and brown is actually the first one.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
but they did have a cameo of that in there.
Yes.
But they also had the cameo of little
Short
Hugh.
King.
Yeah, which
Short
I knew.
King
I knew.
Wolverine.
Too comic accurate.
Yeah. So
Then
they
they
had.
had Crucified Wolverine.
What is crucified Wolverine?
That was the Age of Extinction, I believe, time frame.
Uncanny 251.
Yep. He's on. It's a direct rip from a cover.
Yeah.
And then you had Apocalypse Wolverine
Age of
with the
Apocalypse.
hand. The Calverine.
What was the one with the crazy hair though?
That was which one?
The one that was like
one
in
in
the
the alley. He's talking
alleyway.
about
Yeah.
the one in the
The,
The one-
80s Wolverine.
Yeah, the one
Age of Apocalypse.
Yeah, the one without a hand. All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a metal thing right there with claws coming straight out of his
Oh, shit.
left hand.
Yeah.
That was Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. Yeah.
Well, I'll say this.
Then you had Patch Wolverine.
Got a whole bunch of Wolverines and a whole bunch of Deadpool. Are all
I
those
was so happy.
Deadpools in the
I was so
comics too?
happy. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh, so all those Deadpools?
Yes.
All right. So, and you said that there's some cameos in this,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
All right. Well, tell us, because I'm curious myself. Like you said, Cowboy Deadpool is.
All right. Do you want head pull or do you want cowboy pull, Goot?
No, wait, do you want me to take a guess at it, or I already know?
Okay, oh no. Which one do you want to reveal? Head pull or cowboy pull?
I'll do Cowboy Pool.
Okay. That's
So
the bigger one of the two.
Yeah, that's the classic actor. Hey, all right, all right, all right.
That's Matthew McConaughey.
That's Matthew motherfucking McConaughey.
Really?
Damn right.
Yes.
That is pretty awesome.
Yes.
That was Cowboy.
Yep.
Oh my God, that is cool.
Just like you had Brad Pitt and the last one. It's like that.
Yeah.
Just for that quick flash.
Which I
Cowboy.
seriously thought was just like an image, but it was actually him in studio doing that just one
Yep.
shot. But Matthew McConaughey. Okay,
Yeah.
so what are some other ones that were in this movie that were
All
hitting
right.
cameos?
So the voice of Headpool, the little floating zombie head of Deadpool,
Sounded familiar.
Nathan Fillion.
Oh, okay.
Mad Max.
Yeah.
That
Wait,
is
no,
awesome.
sorry, not Mad Max.
James Gunn.
Yeah.
Nathan
Serenity.
Fillion. Yeah, Serenity, and he was.
I know who he is. I remember him from Dr. Horrible's.
Dr. Horrible's sing-along blog. Yeah, that's a decent little
And
musical
then you
right
have
there.
Cavill, of course.
Yes.
Then you brought back all the not all, but a lot of the previous actors from throughout the film.
Which was nice to see.
yeah.
The dog was good too because the
Dog
dog's
cool.
is actually a dog that won like best ugliest
Britain's
dog.
ugliest dog.
Yeah. So I actually like the
It's a
dog.
specific.
Yeah,
His
it's-
name is Peggy.
Yeah.
It's
And it's a
hilarious.
certain breed too
But what was the fucking
Ugly
Deadpool?
fuck.
of that dog. Yeah.
Ugly fuck.
But what was the Ryan Reynolds Deadpool, the one with the long hair and everything? Was
That
that,
was
actually?
Nice
Is that actually in the comics too?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
There's a version of it. I mean, they don't ever show their face like that, but I mean, he's not that pretty.
You did that whole proposal joke. There was a proposal.
I can lightly tap the fourth wall too.
The proposal. That's not what I fucking do.
Oh
the
my
fuck is
God.
this?
I love it when he makes fun of himself.
Yes.
That makes me so happy.
Yes.
Oh, well, the
It
opening.
was that and making fun of Marvel that made me really happy.
Yeah.
Disney,
Every
20th Century
fucking
Fox.
chance
20th
he could.
Century
Yeah.
Fox.
everything.
Yeah.
Everything was
funny.
fair
I
game.
loved
The
it.
fact that Disney let him do it is great. The fact that he
What were
gave him
they
full
gonna
reins.
say? No, like he had control of that shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was shocked though they pick Cassandra Nova as the
I know.
villain.
Who is she?
She Chuck's freaking sister.
See, I didn't know
Like,
that.
half the movie?
Professor, I didn't know Professor
Jesus.
Xavier. No, I said, who is she as a character? I did not. I'd never heard of her in the comics. That's what I was talking about.
She
the
was.
comic
She's
side.
only about what 10, 15 years old in the that since her character was created. She's a newer
Character.
creation.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's
As
busted.
Stu
though,
and
in
I
the
think
fucking
like
comics.
like-minded. We wish that the
So-
guy from Legion,
yes.
Xavier's son, would have been in there.
Yes.
Oh,
That would have been a game changer, though. That would have been a whole new thing, and I would have been pissed if they wasted him for what Cassandra Nova's character
so
Exactly.
you're saying that was a weak villain, actually?
was. It was a surprising villain for them to choose.
Yeah.
Just because of how new of a character she is, new relative to the age of every other character.
Yeah.
The Age of Mutants. But yeah, she's not really weak. She's an Omega level threat.
Yeah, but they just
For those that know that mutants are classified by their she's like an
powers.
Omega level mutant, and like there's Alpha level 3.
Yeah.
You see this in X3 where Magneto has like one of his mutants that could identify each mutant by their class.
yeah.
So that's where that comes from.
and then there
Oh.
is beyond Omega level,
Yeah.
like that. But originally they started out so Jean Grey, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so she was the first established Omega level character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like the somebody who potentially could be world ender level powers. And then over the years, and they more and more and more Omega levels have been found because they have to keep upping
Yeah.
the
So
stakes.
is she more powerful than Xavier?
Yeah, in the comics, yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know if they were actually equal or something like that.
No, in the comics, Jean Grey has the potential to outdo Chuck.
Gotcha.
So
All right. So the opening sequence with the NSYNC "Bye Bye Bye."
Made me so happy. It made me so happy. I was dancing along with it. It was amazing.
Doing all the
Slowly
fucking moves and
tears apart
everything.
the
Yes.
skeleton. That
Oh,
Using the
made me so
skeleton as a shield was
happy.
great.
All of it.
No,
Using
I
the
liked it
spinal
when he put-
column.
that was funny. Whipping his head around.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he straps the claws,
claws
onto
onto it.
himself. Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. No, that was good. I think the opening sequence. There was a lot of great musical inserts in this
Yeah.
movie. You got Madonna's "Like a Prayer." You got "Bye Bye Bye." Shit. What was
Yeah,
the
we
other
talked
one?
about Like a Prayer yesterday.
Yes, I know.
Which
We were-
they had to go to Madonna in person to ask her to use the rights.
Funny.
Really? Yeah.
Well, yes, 100%. But that record, that song will not be on the Deadpool Wolverine soundtrack. She's really releasing it for her 35th anniversary for like an LP vinyl thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So they're not going to put it on the soundtrack.
No, she said no.
Just in the
she,
movie.
she
Oh, wow.
granted permission for the movie, but not the soundtrack.
But you know what
She
is
want-
going to be on the soundtrack?
Yes.
What?
The Greatest Showman.
Yeah.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Just randomly?
That's not randomly. When they were
It's in the
fighting in the
credits.
minivan,
In the car, in the
when they're
minivan.
fighting in the minivan, and
got
they hit the
thrown into the
radio.
stereo?
The
It went through the skips.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I remember the.
yeah, and then it skipped right on. And I had
All
known
right,
that it was
I
going to be in
missed
there
that.
because they had released the soundtrack a few days prior.
Yeah.
and I saw it was there. I'm like, I waited the entire fucking movie just to see how they were fitting The Greatest Showman, and then they did that little fucking 3-second little blurb. I'm like,
So that's
It's a
how
good
it's going to be the
fucking
soundtrack.
teaser, though.
Yeah, it works.
it is.
So-
I mean,
It
it's-
is, but
and
I
it's
was
Hugh
really
Jackman, too.
hoping to see Wolvie do the Greatest Showman dance.
I know.
Just wait for the outtakes.
What's
I'm
the
sure,
song?
yeah.
You're the one that I love.
Oh,
I believe from Greece.
You're the one that I want.
Perfect for that
That
minivan
was
scene or the
Their
Odyssey.
fighting scenes were so satisfying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got a hard on watching the first scene.
Fuck yeah, dude! I was fucking half mast through the when he was just going through the variants. All right, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh yes, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I'm sure you were still also, weren't you?
Oh, I brought my Hulk hands the second time I saw this.
Which was
you,
funny.
you didn't need to be explained about smash masturbating, did you? You already knew what that was.
Masturbate.
Yes.
Masturbate.
Yeah, you got to put the words together.
Yeah, there was just great moments in this fucking movie, and there was actually some great scenes of heart also when you think about it. You know, the whole I've seen the comic book where you see all like the gravestones and Wolverine standing in front of that. So that's actually a scene from the comics, right? Where he basically killed the X-Men himself, because I didn't know that.
Well, he killed the X-Men at one time, different time, but that's not the scene he was referring to.
Oh, okay.
No, but that right there is humans came and killed the X-Men. Wolvie wasn't there to protect his family.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking mentally broke.
Yeah.
And he killed the fucking humans, both the ones who did it, the ones who didn't do it. He just went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
All right. And that's why everybody in that world fucking hates him and can't stand him.
Well, let's talk about the cameos. The amount of cameos in this movie, because I think we're also going to ask a question: who's your favorite cameo? But there was a lot of good ones in here. Ones I wasn't expecting, especially when they were trying to return to Captain America, and it was fucking
Human Torch.
Human Torch from Fantastic
Flame
Four.
on.
Yeah.
Johnny Blaze.
That shit was
Johnny's-
hilarious.
Why'd they go with that?
I
I'm
gotta
curious.
rewatch a Fantastic Four to see if his New York accent was that
It
fucking
was
horrible.
not.
It's not.
Was it?
It was
I've never.
so exaggerated.
Oh
it
my
wasn't
god!
even
That's what
recognizable.
I don't remember him being this goddamn New Yorkie.
He's not.
He wasn't.
Not even.
He
Not
was
even
not at
fucking.
all.
I don't remember him being like that at all, to tell you the truth. But
No.
it was funny to see him. It was just kind of very random to have him out of the whole Fantastic Four in there.
No, it's
No,
not
really.
They
not
were
even close.
teasing that it was going to be
Captain America. Yeah.
but
Turned out to
like
be the
just
Human Torch.
kidding. you
And the
know.
Thor crying.
That was great.
The Thor crying. He kept saying,
That was
"Why is Thor
fantastic.
crying?"
And ugly crying too. He wasn't like little crying. He was like weeping like a little baby.
Yeah, but that was
I
Fat
loved
Thor
it,
though.
It was.
And then you got the cameo of the four right there. You got Elektra. You got Gambit, which I was so happy to see that on screen. It was great because that is actually a
Gambit?
movie.
I knew. I
not
loved how
gay
much they
Gambit.
shit all over him.
I know.
I loved how much they said. I'm like, Ron must be going fucking crazy right now.
I don't care. It was
I
great.
thinking to show everybody what I could have been, what I could do.
Hey, it was so good. I mean, do you think Channing Tatum would have been a good casting choice for Gambit?
If he did that accent, fuck no.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
That was over the top.
I have no problem with Creole.
I had no problem at all.
All right,
Really?
but
No, it was over. It was too over the top.
That's him though. That's Gambit.
I know, but
With a Cajun though?
Yes,
yeah,
he's Cajun.
yes, he is.
Yes.
But it's just his accent
that, right?
was,
Yeah, I knew he was
was
Cajun.
just too over the top.
when you
Right
said that,
in the
like,
hurts.
It sounded.
I don't think he did.
I
pretty-
did.
No.
I've always done occasion, but the thing is, it
Sure.
sounded very I did. Shut the fuck up. Anyways,
You shut up and don't stop repeating yourself.
no, I'm not repeating myself. But anyways, I think that
Said that sounded Spanish.
it sounded like I had a little bit of Spanish tone into it. That's all,
No, not even close.
just a little bit.
that's Creole.
It's French.
French,
It's
dude.
French.
Okay, well then I'm not the perfect
It's
with accents.
brutalized French.
Yes.
It is very, very unique
Well, I mean,
French.
it's
It's only one
literally-
tiny little area of
yeah.
the world
Yeah.
has that kind of accent.
Yeah.
And then how about Wesley Snipes being back as Blade?
So that was the biggest pop because I saw this Thursday night,
Yeah,
and when Electra comes in, there was nothing. Blade walks through, the whole fucking theater went crazy.
oh fuck
But
yeah.
I think the Electra one, we had known, it had been generally known for a while now.
Exactly.
Jennifer was going to be coming back as Electra. I think they even announced it officially and stuff like that a while ago.
she still looks good for the
So,
role.
I
but
just loved how she
Blade,
knew that
I
she was
did
about
not
to kill.
hear. I heard a few different rumors here and there, but very few, and not enough where I'd be like, okay, this is probably happening. I was genuinely surprised to see him actually show up. I knew the Tatum thing was going to happen.
Yeah.
Something like that. So,
Did you know about most of the cameos before you saw the movie?
before the
'Cause I know
the
you had
day
no issues with
before-
spoilers.
Actually, strike that Thursday. I definitely, as of Thursday, I knew every single cameo, every single.
You don't mind being
thing.
spoiled.
I don't mind being spoiled at all
Yeah.
because especially with something like this where I know shit's gonna be going by fast and quick.
Yeah.
And I want to have my eyes open and catch and be able to appreciate the work that they threw in.
Yeah.
So it isn't like where it's a home release where I can sit down and rewind and stuff like that and catch those small little ones. I want to know ahead of time so I can appreciate the work.
Yeah,
I loved that Blake Lively was Lady Pool. That was so fun. His wife.
Blake Lively.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I especially when she what was that line that she said? It was actually very sexy the way it sounded. Or she said right before she was about to start shooting him up.
Oh,
I'm trying to remember what line it was. Just the way she said it was very sexy.
She's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I loved Peter Pool.
So
Peter Pool?
I'm in the
The
opposite
fact,
end
the
that a
of
fact
real
that
thing?
everybody was so excited for him.
So
What's that, Goot? Oh, Goot was about to say something.
I'm the opposite side, Stu. I on purpose went out of my way to like avoid anything Deadpool Wolverine style because I'm like I want to see it on the big screen.
Yeah.
Because I knew I was going to see it multiple times. So like the first time you see it, the fanboy comes out, so I'm like dead center. But then afterwards, I'm like looking around and seeing what's happening behind the scenes. So
See, I knew I wasn't going to see it multiple times in theater, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to see it, and then realistically, the next time I'm going to see a clean, crisp copy of it will probably be at least a couple months.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to go see it in the theater again?
Probably not. No.
Oh, I figured you'd go see it in the theater again because you've seen movies.
Shit's fucking expensive, man.
Oh, that's true. That is true.
I mean, I'm happy. I was glad to throw my money opening weekend to them in support of it, but
Yeah.
I rarely go to the theater nowadays.
I mean, it is expensive. Yeah. What'd you think of Pyro?
It was good.
Good to see you in Sabretooth.
Yeah.
That was a quicker
the-
death than I was expecting.
It was
Like,
so
it was over so
anticlimactic.
fast.
It was so
Yeah.
anticlimactic.
Ragnar
Good old
was
Tyler
like,
Mane.
"Aw."
I was very upset about that.
Oh, you like
I already
Sabretooth?
had fights and stuff like that before.
No, I know, but
So-
I figured, even though knowing their history between the two, that this would have been a good fucking battle between those two
Yeah.
on screen. And I figured it would have lasted a little bit longer.
I wanted
Like,
Leaf
was it like
Driver.
10 seconds or something like that? It wasn't even that.
not even.
I wanted Leaf Driver to come back and
I thought he was. I thought I heard
I
a
do
rumor
love
that
me
he
some
was going to be in
Leaf
there.
Driver.
that's the one that I wanted right there,
Yeah.
not
I
Tyler
Not the
Mane.
original
Yeah.
X-Men.
All
No,
right.
I like.
No,
I like
I'm never a
Leaf
big fan
Driver.
of that one. I thought they wasted the Sabretooth character on the original X-Men movies. And
But
then Leaf
you-
Driver.
you
There's
also
a lot
believe-
more to them.
But you
There's a
also,
lot more to them.
Yeah.
You also believe that the original X-Men movies are not as good as like the comic book and the
Oh
animated
no,
series.
nowhere near.
Yeah.
Nowhere
But-
near.
But Hugh
They were
Jackman is
very
always
watered down.
But when you first saw X-Men, did you still think Hugh Jackman was a good Wolverine, even though he wasn't the size
Yeah, when
proportion?
I saw X-Men, I was like, okay, I can appreciate him now. Up until that point, when I heard that they were casting him as it, I'm like, why the fuck are they casting this guy? He is in no way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
Wolverine in any fucking thing.
Right.
He's Australian, not fucking Canadian. He's fucking tall. Well, he's short. Well, he's fucking ripped. This dude is fucking skinny as fuck.
Yeah.
I was not a fan of it at all. Then they brought him. I'm like, okay, he got the attitude. He's carrying himself right. Okay, I'm down with it. And
How
then
about-
just continue to get better.
How about you, Goot? Did you have any issue with X-Men as Hugh Jackman being casted when it came out?
No, not at all. I don't get butt hurt over people getting like casted for a certain role. Like it doesn't bother me until I see the work and what they do. Then I can appreciate it and be like, okay, I can make adjustment there. To answer Ragnar's question, it wasn't in the budget for the to that scene, that short scene with Sabretooth wasn't in the budget.
Of course not.
Wasn't that also a thing that was an issue in the first Deadpool movie where there wasn't
That
a
was a
certain
shootout
budget?
scene that wasn't in the budget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the
They-
way
they
X-23
blew
took
their
down
wad.
Juggernaut was awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it was.
That caught me by
Shield?
surprise.
Yeah.
That caught me by surprise.
Oh,
Like,
cutting his legs off?
yes. I'm like, oh.
Achilles.
Oh, yeah, the Achilles, yeah.
Which is weird because she only had 2 claws.
Yeah, but
When
she's
before
powerful.
she had 3.
Yeah.
Was
she
it
probably
3?
learned to control. I mean, that third one is a very
I thought she only
no.
had 2.
Dakin had the third one.
Yeah, she had 2.
No, she only had 2.
Two.
In Logan, she had
Yeah.
2.
But she's got
X-Men
one
she
on
had
her
3.
foot.
Yeah.
She's got one on her foot.
Yes.
Does she?
Yes.
Yeah.
She used it in the
that's
movie.
right.
She had 3 in
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a
Female
while.
on
Dakin, Wolvie's son from the comics, has the third one that you're thinking about.
okay.
He's got the 2 up top, and then one from
Yeah.
forearm coming out.
What is the guy that is for the whole corporation? The one that they were going against.
Mr. Paradox.
What other movies has he been in? Because he's very familiar. You guys know him as?
Dude,
there-
go ahead and look it up. He's been in a few things. I don't think as a main, just like he.
Was he in the Loki series?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Because this is based on the corporation
his
from the
boss
Loki
was.
series.
His boss was in the Loki series.
Oh, the one that was at the end of the movie.
Yeah, the black lady. I forget her name.
Okay.
What agent number she is? Whatever.
Which I was surprised that Loki
one
didn't
that
make.
was into Peter.
K-23 or something like
The
that.
one that was into Peter. That
Yeah,
was
Yeah,
funny.
yeah. And then you had all the. You just had all the.
Goddamn beautiful.
He was great in the. Did he get killed though in the
Matthew McFadden.
Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
Yes. And then he got brought back.
Okay, I forgot when he got brought
What else
back.
has he done?
It's been a while since I've watched Deadpool 2.
When
but,
when he went back in time, he told him to go home.
He's in
that's
a bunch
right.
of TV shows. He's in
Just
The
like he brought back
Musketeers,
the
Succession,
assets better
Pride and
motherfucker.
Prejudice as Mr. Darcy.
Blanking the fucking name.
Yeah.
I know who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
So what would you say is the best part of this movie? Like, what was your favorite
It was dark
scene
scene,
altogether?
right?
All
All
you.
of it.
All of it.
Did you enjoy the whole movie?
Yeah.
There was not one dull moment in this fucking movie.
No. No.
Ragnar?
The whole thing.
The whole
honestly.
Shit, that's good. Well, you got to pick a
It's
scene.
fan service.
You got to pick a
It's
scene.
fan service from start to bottom.
Do you have to? You have to pick.
I
a
want,
scene?
I want to see what scene really, really like you just love so much that it was. Even though the whole movie was great, what scene did you just like? This is like the best scene of the movie. What is
I
it?
got one.
The minivan fight.
The minivan fight was good with the music and everything.
Them
And it-
rolling through all of the Deadpools.
Yes!
That shit was hilarious.
That would be
like
my
it was on a
second one.
conveyor belt.
Oh.
I loved
That
how it
was
looked
amazing.
like when you played him in the video game.
Yeah.
Like when you played Capcom versus
Yeah.
like Marvel versus Capcom.
Yeah.
And that's how he would move in the game. And he was moving through all the Deadpools. It made me so happy.
Yeah, no, that was the best.
Goat, how about you?
Definitely Wolverine putting his helmet on.
That's
And
what
then,
I
like
figured.
Deadpool's reaction, just
Yes.
looking at him, he goes, "What's the wind resistance for getting blowjobs with that?" Just fucking priceless.
Which
I was slapping Snow's leg when he did that. I was like, yes. It's amazing.
So if you had to pick one scene,
I guess him traveling through the different Wolverine
oh,
variants.
see, all the different. Oh, Henry Cavill Wolverine.
Yeah. I mean, it was great. It was just, it fit the Deadpool humor so well.
Yeah.
While also giving me all my Wolvies at the same time. I was
I'm wondering if there's going to be like an extended cut with scenes that they didn't put back in the movie. I mean, they didn't do that
I'm sure
for the
it'll
other
be
two.
a little bit, not a lot.
Because they was talking about all these other cameos that didn't happen, and that's what I was curious about. Like talking about what's his name, the Harry Potter dude, Radcliffe.
Yeah,
Daniel Radcliffe?
but he was supposedly as Patch.
I'm happy they didn't do that.
Yeah, actually, I would have been okay if they had different actors playing the different ones like they did the Wolverine. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
That's what he is.
That's what he said. Yeah. I mean, Deadpool said, "We'll treat you better over here." Just slide at James Gunn and fucking DC.
Yep.
Sammy, how about your favorite scene?
Mine would be him going through all the Deadpools.
So yours was going through all the Deadpools and Snow. You said that yours was
I already said that.
the
Yeah.
one when he.
Goes through all the Deadpools
Okay, I didn't know both of you said it, so I missed it. Sorry.
Pay attention.
because you don't listen. We talked about this.
Everybody's
yesterday,
talking
too.
at the same time. I'm missing it. I apologize. Jesus, people make mistakes.
I am
You
not
guys
talking,
suck.
For the record.
But no, seriously, Goot. So I figured that you would be happy because everybody's talking about how they wanted to see him in the yellow suit, but also seeing him with the mask. Because I was actually curious how long the mask was going to be in the movie, and then you see that scene where he's holding onto Deadpool's hand,
Yes.
and then his shirt comes off,
Just explodes,
and then he still has a fucking mask on.
and you see Deadpool basically fucking orgasm. Right.
I mean,
His
I'm not gonna lie, I
reactions
do have
to
that picture
Wolverine
now
in
in
the
my
whole
gym.
movie was like
So,
the best part
Yes.
because he was fanboying over
Yes.
him, which was so great.
Oh my.
What was that, Goot?
So yeah, the Deadpool saying earlier he let himself go since the divorce made me fucking laugh. But
Yes.
I have that picture now in my gym because that way when I go work out and I'm like, let's fucking go. Like,
I mean that you know that Ryan and him have to be friends in real life for him to be okay with that joke.
right?
I'm like, God, that's brutal.
Is Hugh Jackman going to still be Wolverine, or is this the last?
So,
Yes.
according to
Till he's 90.
and according to
I thought it was a
Fiji,
joke.
Fiji, or whatever its fucking name is, I can't ever pronounce it. He is Wolverine for the foreseeable. And
Till he's 90.
very well could be. He said
He's not
we
joking around
may
about that.
Mess around with some alternates here and there as
Yeah.
one-offs.
Yeah.
But for the foreseeable, he is our Wolverine. And it's going to be that way. Now, eventually, yes, we're going to have to recast him.
Yeah.
Eventually, but there is no plans as of right now.
I wish it was the same thing with Blade, because I know when Blade was on the top of when they were on the SUV going down, and he
The
said,
Odyssey.
"Yeah, the Odyssey." I don't know what the Odyssey is.
It's a
Honda.
Honda.
They
It's a
talk about
minivan.
it.
I know.
It's
It's
a
just
minivan.
I've never.
It's a subpar minivan to the Kia.
Except for the fact that it's durable as shit.
yeah, but the fact that he says that I'm the only Blade, that made me happy, because to me, I think he's the only good Blade.
Except for you saw Deadpool's look. He's like,
Yeah, he hasn't
But
got
it was
the
a good
word
joke.
yet.
It was a good
Yeah.
joke, though. Yeah. But,
except for the Blade that's been fucking in goddamn development hell for years now.
which I
Yeah,
I
for
thought
sure.
that was gonna be made. I don't know what's going on with that.
They've lost 2 directors so far.
probably because of creative
Script
rights,
issues.
creative control, and stuff like that. So
And the fact that Marvel just basically, after they fucking shit the bed for the past couple of years, they're now like, okay, we need to make sure our shit's on fucking point. Let's walk some shit back and tighten this fucking up.
Yeah.
That's why,
just like what
that's
they
why
did.
they're starting over.
Yeah, I mean they're bringing back the Russos for the next two Avengers.
yeah, which I
Yeah,
think
last night was huge.
Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr. is
Yes.
playing Doctor Doom.
Yes, Doctor fucking Doom.
And it's supposed to be Avengers Doomsday, I believe.
Yes, and then
Yeah.
Avengers Secret War.
So-
A year later,
Yeah, the whole King dynasty is completely erased
I
off
mean,
the record.
because of Jonathan Majors. They,
Yeah.
you know, but
Well, they
going on
could
with
have
them, they had
RDJ
different
come
stuff.
back, and play him.
Tropic Thunder set up.
That's pretty good.
I would applaud
Kirk
Disney
Lazarus.
so much for having the balls to do that.
That would be so effing funny.
Yes.
God bless.
Do you think Robert Downey Jr. would play a good Doomsday, though?
Fuck yeah.
Yes, he will.
That was- Dr.
I don't know Doomsday's powers. I mean, I know
So
he's
Dr. Doom.
he actually
Dr.
tried
Doom, sorry.
out for Doomsday in the Fantastic Four movies.
That's 3. Go.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're right. The movie title Avengers
He's
Doomsday.
been counting. how
You're
many
right.
times
The
it's been
movie is
said.
titled Avengers Doomsday, and I've been fucking it up saying Doomsday instead of Doctor Doom. Dr. Victor Von Doom. All right, give me a fucking goddamn wheel.
Oh, I didn't get it this time. I thought I was getting no.
You're welcome, Ron. Jesus.
I just said thank you.
It's
I didn't
still
hear you.
early.
All right, let's see what you got here. That was a bad spit. Oh, you almost had a self-destruct.
Grab something yummy.
Oh, you lucky fuck.
I'm going.
You want some more Uzo, don't you?
Yes, can you grab some more Uzo? The only reason I'm asking you to grab a Sammy is because you're right there.
That Uzo
Well,
is.
don't lie.
that
Well,
Uzo
don't
is-
lie.
That Uzo is tasty.
I'm glad it's good.
Very good.
So RDJ tried out for Doctor Doom before he got cast as Iron Man.
Yeah.
So now he's being cast because of Iron Man being cast as Doctor Doom.
Which, by the way, with
Thank you.
Deadpool doing the whole thing where he was trying to apply for the Avengers.
Yes.
That was very funny.
Look
His
happy.
little interview. Yeah.
Aren't you his chauffeur?
Yeah.
He was trying to be
What are your
so
powers? Learning how to
low-key,
parallel park?
But his asshole kept coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was good. I think it was great to see him in there. But so apparently Deadpool's going to be in the Avengers now in the future. He's
We'll
going to be
see.
So he'll be.
How are they gonna tie
available.
his-
All right, so they're back on Earth 10,005.
Yeah.
All right. So him and Wolverine are back there.
Right.
Earth 616 is where.
The Sacred Timeline.
Yeah, that's where Sacred Timeline is. That's where the MCU is. That's we know it. I'm sure they're going to be brought in, just like Fantastic Four. The first steps is going to be set in a. It definitely seems like it's going to be
60s.
set into a future 60s.
Yeah.
I know.
According to them.
It's gonna be
So that
interesting to see
based
how
on
they play
that,
this off.
they tell me that's a different timeline.
Yeah.
So they'll be, but they did say that they will be back. They'll be a part of
Doomsday,
Avengers,
Secret Wars.
Doomsday, and Avengers Secret Wars.
What is
so they'll
Secret-
be bringing that in.
What exactly is Secret Wars? That's not going to have anything to do with Doomsday, right?
Yes,
It's after.
It is a two-part-
after
Yes.
Doomsday.
Well, I mean,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it the two separate storylines, or is it like Infinity
Depends
War
on
and
how
Endgame?
they write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so they had some kind of plan to kind of work it in. Now, I would actually have been more curious if they had done Avengers Doomsday and then Avengers Battle World would have made more sense to me.
I know.
Rather than Avengers Secret Wars.
But the main audience knows that those two words, so they're fixated on that.
Yeah, but it would have made so much more sense because then they could have brought all the universes together at the end of Battle World.
Yeah.
All right. So, what Good and I are talking about. So there's one comic subject, storyline that all these different worlds get broken up, different universes get broken up, and Doom brings parts of them all together to make one world.
Yeah.
So he's bringing all these different characters together and making them fight it off. He's basically took control of reality and now are making all these different variations fight each other on what's called Battle World.
Okay.
Just pieces of the different timelines and
So because
different
he's
universes.
bored, he's basically doing
No,
intergalactic.
so he
cockfighting.
helps. He helps. he helps stop the big bad of one storyline, and then at the end of stopping him, he ends up getting the power to control reality, and instead of fixing shit the way it should have been, he's like, fuck it, now for me to have some fucking fun. So then he rewrites reality the way he wants it to be.
Which is apparently intergalactic cockfighting.
Yeah.
So I was just looking up the box office numbers for Deadpool so far.
Jesus Christ.
782 million dollars in 4 days.
You're fucking kidding me. Really? Wow.
Okay, because what I saw
How
as
much
of
was
today
that?
was 430 global. All right.
It went
That
up.
includes our monies from
Yeah.
today.
Yeah.
I mean,
So
I-
add
with some
another
rich
day
fucks.
and it's up
All right.
another 300.
All right. What did Endgame make altogether? Because I think Endgame made
Like
about.
$2 billion.
I want to say all is all the money an answer?
Yeah.
Because that's about what they made.
Well,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
why
Yeah.
Deadpool is going to surpass it. If that's over a weekend, they made almost $1 billion.
So it's going to be in the top 10 highest making movies of all time.
It's already in the
Top 2.
It's going to be
Yeah.
in the top, like top. Like
Yeah.
not
yeah.
top 10.
Yeah, like with the Titanic
It's
and with
already
Endgame,
there
with all
in the
that.
top 10
It's
at
already
that
in the
point.
top. As of the one I read, which was only a 400 some million,
Yeah.
they were already in the top 8 global openings.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't know what they're going to end up then with that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's 4 days, which means, and with word of mouth, it's just going to get more money and more money. I'm sure a lot of people are going to see it a second time. Shit, Goot saw it twice now.
I think.
I want to go see it a second time.
I,
already.
see,
Yeah.
I think it's going to hit the other end of the spectrum. I think it's going to make the majority of the money it's going to make just happen this weekend. Everybody who's been wanting to see it, waiting to see it, they're going to go see it. They have gone seen it.
But word of mouth might also make it so
They'll make it so they'll convince some other people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get multiple. Everybody's
You're
not going to see it
that
twice.
First big wave. Like
Yeah,
it opened
and then
day.
it'll be a steady
Stream.
stream
I think
afterwards.
this
But
thing has a huge rewatch in theater value, though. Even
It
like
does.
today, where
It
people
does,
don't do that
but-
anymore, I think this one has a huge potential to do that.
Oh, yeah.
it'll have some people doing it, yes, but I still think the vast majority of people, especially, today's economy, they're like, all right, we're drop. For me, the wife, and just one of my boys, it was about $100. Between tickets and concessions
concessions,
and everything like that. That's about $100. Well, for three of us.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like an insane amount of stuff. I mean the tickets to Fandango was about $50 for the three of us. Once you include the processing fee.
How much did we pay for our tickets?
Ours?
Yeah. Did you see it in IMAX or did you see it regular?
Regular.
Oh, okay.
And then about 40 some bucks for 3 large drinks, a large popcorn, a thing of nachos, and then a couple things of candy. That's about $100 just for 3 people.
Yeah.
To go see it. In today's economy, that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
All right, and
Yeah.
so not a vast majority of people are going to see this multiple times in theater. I think
I don't know, I
you'll get
disagree.
more people going to see it in theater than a lot of other movies.
People
but-
have been excited about this movie ever since they heard that Hugh Jackman was coming back as
Yeah.
Wolverine, and they were finally doing a team up that they've been wanting to do for so long. Him being back in the yellow suit, a lot of people got excited. Comic book people, even people that don't even read comics, love Deadpool. I know a lot of people that actually hate comic book movies, but they love Deadpool. Deadpool is somehow the most popular one, not even for people that are comic book
It's
fans.
Ryan Reynolds.
It's Ryan Reynolds. It's the comedy. It's just his quirkiness and everything.
Hilarious.
It's just exactly. But
but it's also R rated.
that doesn't mean anything.
It does. If this wasn't R rated, then the numbers we're talking about are going to be a totally different fucking scale. If
I
they
know-
were
I
able
know.
to somehow attract the same fervor and people were able to comfortably bring in below age, but even though it wouldn't be as good if it wasn't an R.
Yeah.
But it was somehow equivalent in the fervor that it is now, and you could bring in the normal Marvel crowd along with it, then these numbers would have already broken 1 billion.
Yeah.
So, Deadpool 1 and Deadpool 2, their total box office gross was $780 million each.
and this one,
This has already surpassed each of those, and that's their entire.
Yeah, because you got Wolverine thrown in
Yeah.
there, and then also you have a much bigger budget
Oh, they had like a $200 million
yeah.
movie budget.
Oh,
Not to
wow.
mention what
And
they
then
spent in
$100 million advertising.
Oh,
What was
they
the-
spent
yes.
so much money.
What was the
in
budget on the
advertising.
first movie? It was small, right?
Pennies? Goddamn pennies? I mean, I'm surprised maybe they gave him like a bag of peanuts and a blowjob.
Yeah.
I mean, make the fucking film. All right.
All right,
Bag of
guys.
Coke, some angel dust.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break, so we will be right back.
Hey there, it's the Barrel Age Chicks. I'm Sammy.
I'm Snow.
I'm Crystal, often called Moused, and I'm here too.
And then we also have Yen and Harley, who sadly are not with us, but that's okay. We're here to talk to you about our podcast. Woo! Tune in because it's a lot of fun. And you get to hear the chick side of things.
You're gonna BS about movies and drinking and life and momming, and we're
Lots of
good.
laughing. Lots of laughing.
I laugh, but it's great.
Yes.
We have finished our first season.
And we're starting our second season.
Good Lord.
2024. Here we come.
I know. Enjoy it. Join us on all of the platforms.
Hear them talk and me listen.
You talk.
You can find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Pretty much anywhere you can hear voices on a phone.
And yeah, so give us a follow, check us out.
Watch us give Ron aneurysms.
This is the best part.
And thanks for listening. We will talk to you soon.
Hi.
We are
everybody.
back.
What? Yay.
Hope you enjoyed that little trailer of BAC because we got Sammy and Snow with us, which I forgot to ask them a question on their favorite cameo in this movie. So, what is your favorite cameo in this movie?
Well, knowing that that's Matthew McConaughey, that's hilarious. I like that he was the cowboy pool.
Okay.
It was one of those where I wasn't really. I was like, I know, but I couldn't tell because it was muffled.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's fun.
All right. Sammy?
Cavill Wolverine.
Wolverine.
Sammy wasn't a fan of that.
No, I said that he looked weird. Well, he doesn't wear mutton chops
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
is
no.
the thing.
His-
Like,
it-
keep
the
that
way-
face clean.
The way that it looked on him, it made his head look weirdly small.
and he was enormous.
Yeah, I know. He's jacked, but because of the mutton chops, it just made his head look weirdly tiny for his big body. It just
Yeah.
threw me off. It was still funny. I
Yeah.
appreciate it for what it was.
Remember how Hugh looked in the first couple times we saw him as Wolvie?
Yeah.
Okay, he looked fucking weird as shit.
Well, he was skinny,
They
Bill.
figured it out now over
They
the
balanced
years.
his facial hair with his body.
I know, but when was he? I think he was built in this movie, but the most built he was.
He looked great in this movie.
he did,
looked
but the
very
thing is-
nice
I
in
think
this
the
movie.
most built
I think
I've ever
X-Men
seen him.
Origins.
I think
Yeah.
Days of
him
Future
during
Past.
this
The part
scene-
where his shirt exploded and you just appreciating
Yeah.
what's there.
No,
Well,
Days of
what's
Future
funny is
Past.
that made his shirt explode off, but not Ryan.
I don't think anybody wants to see
And
his
I'm pretty
skin all
sure-
screwed up and everything.
I'm okay.
I'm pretty
with
sure
it.
that part was CGI'd. Was CGI cleaned up or made to look better.
Oh, you don't think it was
his
really him?
torso?
You think it was all
Oh no, he's
CGI?
definitely
No,
He's
he-
fucking ripped.
he's definitely there, but he was enhanced.
They made it like
enhanced.
they super
They
FX
300
his-
it. Like they,
Yeah.
they
Yes.
they glossed it up where they could. But no, he talked like he went through like the bodybuilder diet plan, 5,000 calories a day.
Oh, I saw the Instagram post with Ryan Reynolds and everything else on him on his working out, and he was really getting ready for the role because this was 2 years in the making, I think. That when they first announced it, when they did that whole little thing where he's sitting on the couch and everything else, it was like 2 years or a year.
So yeah, 2 Super Bowls ago is when they announced it.
Yeah.
And they so you guys know what the original title of this movie?
Yeah, Deadpool and Friend.
Yes.
What? They,
Yeah.
they had to change it because that name got leaked right before the
Yeah,
Super
like the
Bowl,
night
so they
before the
changed
Super
it.
Bowl.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they had the friend in yellow color, so people were going to know who it was.
That I don't.
I think it was supposed to be a surprise.
It was.
Yeah.
Deadpool. And do you know what what Ryan Reynolds' original idea for a movie was?
Alpha Cop.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Alpha Cop.
Yes.
Yes.
That would have been really
yeah,
fucking
because he was
funny.
going to trick people.
Yeah.
That was going to
He
be
was
a
gonna
little
trick
teaser.
people. Yeah. He
In
had
the
a whole
beginning.
movie poster set up.
Had a
He
fake
had
movie.
a trailer.
You know,
set
it was gonna be a
up.
cop
What
with
now?
2 brains
Yeah.
and 2 brains, 1 body, 1 pair of balls,
Yeah.
or something like that.
That was
And-
on the poster.
Yeah. And so people were gonna come, not having any idea, and 10 minutes into the film, then Deadpool and Wolverine opens up.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So it was gonna-
Which
yeah.
would have been an amazing fucking thing to happen.
Yeah.
But no way in hell they would have made it to fucking even the first day of it showing without it being ruined.
Good. What did you think of the title? You think the title worked for the movie? Just Deadpool and Wolverine?
Yeah, my favorite cameo was probably Gambit as well because
Did I miss your cameo too?
I said the Blade. I said the experience movie wise, but
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
don't care. So yeah. So that for the Deadpool and Wolverine is fine. I'm happy with whatever title they gave it. It would have worked.
I think the idea of the first one was, it was supposed to be the road trip between the two of them.
What's
That's all it was supposed to be.
the void?
It would have just been like them going across the country, super low budget, and so like that. Just 90% of it, just them talking shit to each other during a car ride.
Realistically, this whole movie could have been their interview tours.
Yeah,
because it's so entertaining.
Yeah.
to watch
Interview
them.
tours?
Yeah.
If you go on YouTube and just
all
watch
over
their
them. They're
interviews.
everywhere.
Yeah.
It is amazing and so
They
highly
promoted the
entertaining.
ever living fuck
Yes.
out of that
Yeah.
movie.
And having a great time at it.
Yeah.
And all the random shit too, all over the fucking from Hot Ones, which is fucking a massive fucking thing on its own, to the talk show circuit, to doing a thing with
night.
Gordon Ramsay and fucking his daughter.
That was funny.
Yeah,
That was
random
hilarious.
shit. The lie detector thing.
Oh, I remember seeing that. Yeah.
Yeah, they had cameos in a video with the Stray Kids.
Yes.
The K-pop band in South Korea.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
That.
which they apparently are really big fans of. Actually,
They both are. I watched the interview because the Alamo, they show like before the movie starts, they have a bunch of random stuff like Deadpool Wolverine's wise, and they showed that interview in the music video. I'm like, motherfuckers, like incredible.
If you guys had to rank the three
but it
movies,
actually wasn't a bad video. I did watch it.
I know,
It's
right?
weird, like half of them speaking fucking Korean and half of them speaking complete goddamn English. Like,
Yeah.
okay, that's a weird choice. All right.
But here's
That
a
just shows they're not singing.
here's a question for you. To start with Goot. If you had to rank these films best to worst, though, I always know you always go from the bottom. I mean, from the first one up. Would you?
For
Start it?
cameo, bitch.
She said her cameo.
No, I didn't.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm the biggest jerk here. I apologize. I'm. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
How many times has he forgotten cameos?
Then give me the fucking wheel.
I wasn't calling for anything.
I'm not doing it on purpose. I'm sorry.
There you go.
You didn't face it the right way.
Well, didn't face it the right way.
And also, just I didn't call for a vote. I was just asking how many times.
No, I'm doing it out of my own. I'm doing it because I keep fucking up.
Fuck was that?
It was me.
Goop blowing in a bottle. Okay.
Is
Your
that
punishment.
loud mug?
What was it?
What was that?
Your
Is that the
punishment
loud
shot.
mug?
No.
No.
This is blown to a bottle.
Oh.
All right, can you give me the glass, please?
Cameo.
What's your cameo, Sammy?
It would be the Chris Hemsworth crying as Thor.
Cuddling
And
Just cuddling Deadpool.
And he's like, "Is that me?"
Why
was Thor
why is
crying?
crying?
Why was he crying?
Oh, it's in the future. You don't need to worry about it. No, I didn't.
I mean, that's exactly what I would do. I would want to know what the fuck happened. Not even why am I dying?
Yeah.
Why is he crying?
Because that's pretty
Why
badass.
is he so emotionally invested in me? I need to know. That was it. Sorry. You punished yourself.
I punished myself.
Okay.
Man, the sympathy of everyone's buttholes clenching up. Just priceless.
Yeah. Awkward silence. I'm not the only one asking questions, so how about you start off?
Well, you were going with something before you forgot
when you cut her off.
the other.
Like I said, I didn't mean to cut her off. It was a mistake. But
You were going with something. You were talking about something.
ranking of the films.
There.
There you go. So, Goot, ranking of the films, best to worst.
Oh, do we gotta include all the Wolverine films? Also
No,
then?
no, just the Deadpool.
Okay.
Yeah, right. How much time do we have? It's like- best to worst. Obviously 3, 1, 2.
Okay, 3, 1, 2. Sammy?
I'd have to go with 3-1-2 as well. It's I really love the first Deadpool. The second Deadpool is good, but it's nothing compared to Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
That blew it both out of the water, in my opinion.
Snow?
I'm completely on board with this. As much as I love the first Deadpool and it made this whole shit possible. 3 was amazing, and it was such a joy and so much fun to watch. And as much as I was anticipating it, it delivers in spades. So yeah, 3, 1, 2.
I will go with 3, 2, 1. I liked 2 better than 1. One was good, but I really enjoyed 2. I liked Cable. I thought Cable was fun. So 3, 2, 1. Ragnar?
As amazing as this one was, it wouldn't be here without the first one. So 1, 3, 2.
Okay. Stu?
It's going to be 3-1-2. And the reason for that is, as much as I agree, first one, amazing, wonderful, everything needs to stand on its shoulders and be thankful for Ryan Reynolds breaking the fucking law and leaking that shit that he did
Out of the
to make
fourth
that
wall.
fucking happen. But it's sort of like edging, okay? So the beginning of it's really cool, and you know, all right, this is going to be nice. Middle of it, you're like, all right. All right, all right. And then the fucking end of it, when you just fucking scream all over and fucking flood everything. You remember the payoff. All right. So
Interesting. Okay. Well, is there anything else you guys want to talk about the movie? Goot, Stu, Ragnar, Sammy Snow?
why hasn't everybody in the world seen this yet?
Yeah, go watch it.
Right?
It's been out for 4 days. What have you people been doing?
Well, I feel like a recommendation is definitely going to come into everybody's fine reviews because I don't think this, like I said, this movie's making its money. It, like you said, it went up to 700
already made
something.
money.
Already at almost 800 million.
Did anybody catch if Elsa's boat was on there? Her parents' ship?
What?
Was that? Was that what that was supposed to be?
I want to freeze that fucking part so bad when I see that. I'm just like, my God, I don't know.
I mean, it felt like it had to have
Maybe.
something.
Elsa's boat.
From
But
Frozen.
I could not say for sure what the boat was supposed to be, but it felt important.
I know.
It felt important.
I want to research and find out what all of, because you know they're all
The
every
fantastic
single
car.
one of those is is absolutely has a purpose behind it, and I want to look at what every single one of them was, because that's what I was trying to
Yeah.
do, is identify the shit in the background whenever they were in the void.
Do you feel like this is one of those movies that you can watch over and over again and still spot new things?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Oh, hell
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah, so
There's
I'm sure
a lot-
there's gonna be a lot
there's
of
a lot.
analyzing of this movie throughout the next couple weeks and stuff like that, and more stuff popping up. But
Well, I mean, there's no denying this replay value.
Yeah.
well, this has got plenty of replay value. The soundtrack itself is just fucking great. I love the soundtrack to this, the score, and even the musical, inputs that they put in and stuff like that.
So to get ready for this film, not only did the past month I've rewatched all the X-Men films,
All
the
of them?
Wolverine films.
Even X-Men Origins.
Yes.
Which order did you watch them in?
I started actually chronological. Our timeline.
Not the way they're
Yeah.
supposed to be watched, but
No.
the way they came out.
The way they came out.
X-Men
The
Origins is
evolution.
supposed to be the
Release
first.
date, yeah.
Yeah.
X-Men Origins is supposed to be the first, and then
Yeah. No,
when's
I didn't watch it that way. I watched it.
the way that they came out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I watched the Deadpool movies, of course. I even rewatched The Greatest Showman the day before.
What the fuck?
The day before going to see this.
Nice.
I'm sorry.
He wanted all his bases covered.
I did.
You knew that was going to be in there.
Had some sort of reference to it.
Getting
And I want to
referenced, I
know
will watch
why.
it.
You didn't watch the one with Hugh Jackman and the boxing robots?
No, because they didn't talk about them having that was a good film, by the way.
It was a
Fuck
good
you.
film.
I hope you aren't shitting on it because
I'm not shitting on it.
What was that? That was called
Raw Steel or
Raw Steel.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a fun movie. But no, I knew they'd have a reference to The Greatest Showman, so I wanted to be ready to go. All right.
So you could catch that 0.3 seconds of.
I was a little let down.
I missed that. See, that's the thing.
But also, great fucking soundtrack for a Great Showman.
yeah.
Super fucking catchy goddamn songs.
Yeah.
And the Like a Prayer was perfect for that whole scene with the whole Deadpools and everything. And how did you feel about that whole scene? You guys, Goot, Ragnar, Snow Sammy, the whole scene with him, like basically, I guess he did that because I remember seeing him do that in the animated where he's almost crawling, running like an animal, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said
That's-
it looks like when he would play him on Capcom versus.
Oh, that was
Marvel.
that he had that kind of move in Marvel
Yeah,
vs.
he
Capcom.
would move like that.
He's more
and then he would do
animalistic.
the Wolverine jump.
Yeah.
So it's my favorite move.
Yeah, Berserker Barrage.
So good.
And that whole giant Ant-Man thing, I saw that was like a scene from a comic, right?
I mean, there's been giant man bodies.
The dead body
Yes.
on the ground, stuff like that. But I didn't know that they made like a a castle with it or something like that, like a little fort with it, basically.
I mean, I don't know.
I just took that as they're like, these movies did terrible. That's why.
Well, I love that. I love you made that joke.
So
Paul Rudd finally aged.
Yeah.
But if you remember, even in Guardians of the Galaxy, I mean, you had Nowhere, which is in the skull of a Celestial.
Yeah.
They it's a regular occurrence. Something big dies. We make our home here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, I guess, is there anything else you guys want to talk about, or you want to do pint reviews?
I mean, it's a good movie. Go see
Yeah,
it.
that
Pint
nails
reviews.
everything, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Pint reviews.
Who wants to start?
Okay.
Amazing, 5 out of 5.
Okay. Never mind.
Go see it if you haven't. You're a fucking idiot.
5 out of 5, critical and enjoyment. Awesome.
It's bonerific. You can fucking
Bonerific.
smash your tate to it.
What's wrong with you, Stu?
I don't want to give it a 5 out of critical. I really don't.
Is it you don't want to, or like?
I can't. I can't. It's
The
a great
second
film.
time watching this,
Yeah.
I was looking so hard. I'm like, did I miss something? Am I overlooking something? I'm like, there's something wrong here, but there's nothing wrong.
Enjoyment wise, absolutely.
A 5.
5. It is an adamantium level erection of a 5.
Yeah.
Okay. It is unbreakable. But critically,
So what would you change?
I mean, the story didn't have massive stakes.
You also said the
was
villain. You said it wasn't the villain that
Cassandra Nova wasn't
the best choice.
it wasn't the strongest character to be the villain, and Mr. Paradox, who was, I guess, supposed to be the big villain. The reason everything bad happened was very weak and kind of forgettable as a character.
I could overlook him.
Yeah, but exactly, you could overlook
You know.
him. You know, he that means he isn't that strong of a villain.
But it's still something that you would change.
He played his role.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would have lost my shit if they had a fucking kirked out, Chuck as playing the fucking, the bad guy. All right, that would have been fucking amazing to see, especially after coming off the tail of fucking Logan and that wonderful fucking heartbreaking story.
Yeah.
Then you have this broke bad fucking version of Chuck on the fucking screen. That would have been fucking different right there.
Okay.
That would have been really funny if they did.
Yeah, and then him just
that.
fucking just going buck wild on fucking people. And get him the exact same powers, exact same everything, but the dramatic payoff of it, emotional payoff, especially for the Wolverine aspect of it, would have been a very totally different fucking feel on it. Go ahead.
With them redoing X-Men, though, they want fans to have that last image of him doing that.
I know, but
That's why.
But they could have used a more established character. And Cassandra, really cool power set, really fucking cool power set, but a fucking forgettable villain.
It's a checkbox.
What do you think about the actress that played her?
I actually enjoyed how psychotic she was playing.
Who is she?
That role.
Like, what other? Have you
I
ever
know
seen
she's
her?
been in a couple
She's like
things.
a 20-year-old actress. She's
Oh, okay. I didn't know if she's been in anything like.
She's new.
Yeah, she's.
And she doesn't look as nearly as fucked up as her comic version
No.
does. Not nearly as fucked
No.
up.
The comic book version, she looks all bad.
Oh, she is.
No, her face is all fucking
mangled.
jacked up,
She is sickly looking.
sick and anorexic. Because in the movie you see that he's stupid skinny.
Yeah.
But in the comic she looks very anorexic.
They're very skeletal.
She was actually
Yeah.
a sexy bald.
So
woman,
the
basically.
actress even said, hey, I'm gonna get tomorrow. I'm gonna get this, this fucking trainer.
Yeah.
And so I can get, in Marvel shape. They're like, no, the fuck, you're not.
Yeah.
You're absolutely not. No,
So
you
the
are
biggest
not.
thing it looks like she's been in was in Pennyworth. She was in a few episodes.
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
Pennyworth.
Okay.
Oh, the
TV show.
The DC
Okay.
comic
Yeah.
TV show. Yeah.
So what is your critical again?
I'm probably gonna have to give it a 4.25.
4.25. See, I was expecting higher than that. Like a cut arrow away from 5.
The jokes were great, but the emotional acting of it wasn't that deep. There was a few scenes that were really good payoffs.
Yeah.
But this is a true fan service film.
Yeah.
It's like, we will give you what you fucking want, make you happy to have seen it. But it's really not going to stretch anything. It's really not going to
Stretch your butthole open.
emotionally be there.
Yeah.
We're just going to have a great fucking time. You're going to be smiling. You're going to be happy. We are giving you the release that we've been teasing for fucking years. And you're just going to have a great fucking time.
Okay.
Is it going to be life-changing? Probably not.
But you're glad you saw it. You're glad that it finally came out with Hugh Jackman coming back.
And it also shows, again, that R-rated comic movies can be amazing. They don't only have to sell to the wide audience. They can sell to a more adult audience and still be awesome.
Exactly. Okay.
You can bring your older age teenagers to
Yes.
it. Like I
Yes.
definitely brought both of my older age
Yes.
teenagers to it, and it's not like
And my
it's,
little
it's
one was just-
definitely got stuff in there that they're not going to catch.
Yeah.
But like
Yeah.
it's don't bring your littles. Definitely don't bring your littles.
If you want to be the cool parent, bring your
Well,
little.
12 or older, you're probably safe at. Realistically, in today's society, you're probably safe.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and do my reviews. I'm going to give this a 5 for enjoyment. This was fucking fun. I enjoyed the hell out of it. There was a lot of great laughs, the great cameos. I thought it had some heart in it too. I thought the music choices were great. I'm not a comic book guy. I don't read comics, but I've enjoyed a lot of comic book movies, and this is one of the. This is what I would actually put in my top 5 comic book movies. Seriously, I would kick one out and put this in there because this was so enjoyable. I had such a great time with this movie. Critically, I'd probably do about a 4 3/4. I can understand because I agree. I don't mind the villain, the Mr. Paradox, whatever his name is. I didn't care for him. I thought he was kind of annoying, actually. The villain, the one that Xavier's,
I don't know.
Yeah, she wasn't that bad. It was different. It's something I didn't even know anything about her, but that's really the only thing I would change. But I understand this is kind of going in with the whole Loki storyline, with being that whole corporation.
Loki brought in the TVA.
Yeah. Which is now becoming a big thing at the MCU right now.
Yeah.
Because they're more powerful than everything else. They can control just about everything.
They're outside the timeline. That's
Yeah. So
I mean, that gives them a hub to literally pull any character from any multiverse if they want.
and then go in and fuck up any multiverse they want if they so choose.
yeah. But a huge enjoy. I mean, Hugh Jackman was fucking great. Ryan Reynolds is just fucking hilarious. All the cameos were great. Seeing everybody, this was a fun movie, and there's really not much to change other than little small things here and there. But usually, very, very high recommendation. Go fucking see this in the theater. Don't wait till it comes out in VOD or streaming. Go see this in the theater because it is worth it. I'm going to hand it off to Snow. What is your pint reviews?
I honestly can't think of anything that I would change about it at all. This is a 5/5 for me.
You guys hear an echo?
Yes, there is.
Goot, is your mic perchance picking up your headphone?
Yes, headphones
Something
are
went
on.
wrong. So yeah, just ignore me. I'll be off.
Okay.
So yeah, I give this a solid 5/5. I am going to go see this again in the movie theater. My kids are probably going to want to go see it again too. This had it delivered everything I was hoping for in this movie. It surpassed it and delivered. I'm very, very, very happy, and I was really geared up to see it and excited. And it doesn't disappoint, like at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought everybody did great.
Okay. Snow? I mean, Sammy? Sorry. Sammy?
So I am going to give it a 5 for enjoyment. It was absolutely amazing. Seeing Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds and their dynamic is just on screen, off screen. It's freaking magical and it's hilarious. And the way they play off of each other so well. I mean, just like Snow mentioned, every little like subtle joke that Ryan Reynolds could do in awe of Hugh Jackman was so funny. And it was so subtle, but it was hilarious. So I'm going to go with a 5 for that. And then I'm going to go with a 5 critically. I liked the bad guy. Of course, I don't have the same background that you do in comic books. So I can appreciate you wanting a stronger villain and having those feelings. But I feel for this film, for what it was, for the role, I thought she was a great villain. Like, I thought that she was just the right amount of crazy. She, but yet she, I'm sorry. The fact that she's like, I found this cool little time spinny thing. I wore their skin for 4 days. And it was just like, it's great. It's just really well done. And I just really like, again, the scene with Deadpool. All the fighting scenes in this movie are amazing. And yeah, I'm gonna go with a 5 and a 5.
Awesome. That's a weaker cut scene. The post credit scenes on this one were weaker than the post credit scene in the last one.
Really?
In my opinion.
All right, Goot. We have you as the finale. So we had a little bit of technical difficulties, and Goot couldn't get in for the rest of the show. But
I think he got pruned from the timeline.
Yeah. So
Nova got him.
but we basically already got all the pilot reviews. This is a huge recommendation for everybody. We really hope you enjoyed this little review that we did for this little hot take. It's our first YouTube hot take, and this was fun. This was fun, guys, and this was a great movie to watch. So,
And even if you think we spoiled it, we didn't. Still go see it.
Yes.
It's awesome.
and check out Barrel Age Chicks, Sammy and Snow's show. They are great. Great show to be on the network. And guys, this was fucking fun.
The
What
what?
network?
We're not on a network anymore.
They're
What'd I
going to be
say?
on the what?
Did I say network?
Yeah.
Oh,
did.
fun on our
I mean, I'm pretty sure we need to have a conversation. We're starting a fucking network.
fun on our family. Sorry, fun on our family.
Sister show.
Yes. So, anyways, that is the end of our show. So we will
I don't
see
like
you
the term
guys.
sister show.
Because we're all the wives.
Yeah, since
Spousal
Show.
there you go.
Spousal show. Okay.
Sister show sounds like kind of
Ding, 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 ding.
yeah.
We're very close to West Virginia's.
We is.
All right, guys. Well, that's the end of our show. We will see you guys later.
Bye.